I've tested a lot of different WordPress themes while making WooCommerce tutorials, but there's one in particular that I haven't tried yet, and I'm really curious about it. It's called Flatsome, and on Themeforest, it's still the #1 best-selling WooCommerce theme in 2024. My plan is to try it out from the perspective of a newcomer, then give you my straightforward and honest feedback about how easy it is to use and how well it works for creating a new web shop. One great thing about Flatsome is you don't have to pay a subscription for it. It's a one-time purchase, and honestly, that's really rare these days. Now, full disclosure, I am using a test copy of the Flatsome theme, which our company uses while we're testing all of our plugins. But I wasn't paid by the Flatsome creators or UX themes to make this video. The actual sponsor of today's video is Cloudways, which I'm using to host my website on a custom server that I set up in a previous video. For websites with fluctuating traffic, Cloudways now offers an autonomous solution that will scale your website's bandwidth automatically, keeping your site online through any spike in traffic. You can start a free trial today using our link and get $20 worth of free hosting credit by using the Barn2 code at checkout. So let's start this review from the beginning. To purchase the theme, you can use the non-affiliate link below in the description, or you can just go to Themeforest and search for Flatsome. So once you're on the Envato Market Themeforest page for Flatsome, you can just come over here and see the regular license and click on Add to Cart. You can choose to extend the support up to 12 months or just go to checkout. And then you'll fill in your checkout details and continue with the purchase. Now, once you've completed the purchase on your account page, you'll want to look for the downloads and you'll install the installable WordPress file only and the license certificate and purchase code. Then come over to your WordPress website and go to Appearance and click on Themes. Now you'll see I already have the Flatsome theme installed and activated, but if you're adding it for the first time, you'll click on Add New Theme and Upload Theme. Then you'll drag and drop the file that you downloaded from the purchase confirmation. And once that's installed, you'll be prompted to go to the theme registration, which is over here, and add your purchase code here. Then confirm this and register your account. So let's just take a look at the pages that are already up and running on my site. So I just added an About page a moment ago, and with the Flatsome theme, I can edit this page with the UX Builder, which is their form of a page builder. So this is what it looks like when you create a brand new page and there's nothing else here. So we can see they've given us some templates here, which we can basically use immediately on this page. Now they do say that the images are not included, which is nice, so you can use your own images, but all of the elements will be there on the page. But if you don't like what you see here, you can click on the Add Elements plus icon and then click on Flatsome Studio. Now here is where we can see way more templates for just parts of the page as well as full pages. Now I wanted to do an About page, so I'll click on About and maybe find something that fits what I'm going for with this website. I kind of like this one, so let's preview it first. Oh, nice. Okay, so this is more for a travel site. I think that's not quite relevant. I'm looking more for something with e-commerce. So let's go back up to the top here and check this one. Right, so we just have a simple couple of images and some text. Honestly, that's going to be enough for today. So let's import that now. And let's not import the images and click on Start. Let's choose our own image in the banner. There it is, Select Media. Perfect. And I'm using the Bose headphones. And I got some images from the Bose website, so I could recreate some of the elements from their site later on in this video. And we don't need to worry about the text. Let's just add one more image here. make it look good. Oh, this one's great. Okay. And then we click apply down the bottom here and update. So now this is what our About Us page looks like. My plan now is to put this page builder to the test with a real world example. I'm going to recreate the homepage from Bows using only the tools and features available in this theme. So here's a look at the Bows homepage. You can see they have a top bar here with some notices. Then they have their header with different menus. Then this was a video playing, but I just used an image. Here they have some text, and scrolling down, they have some categories, trending products, this little text element, and this is the large image with some text and buttons, and same thing here, just in a different pattern. And then it repeats, but that's as far as I got. So let's compare it to what I created here. So we have our menu as well. And then scrolling down, we have these category items here. I just need to make them clickable, and then that'll be like for like. Trending products, it just pulls some products from my store. So I just need to update the products, and that will update here. We have the play now, pause never text area, and then the large image with button, and same thing down here. I wasn't too worried about the colors and everything. I just wanted to see if I could get it to look similar. So how do you think I did? I think I did all right, actually. This is what the page looks like on the UX Builder itself. So we have all of our different sections and elements. And if you click on any of these, you can edit them. So you can open the text editor here, change the text. Same here. And this one here is a products, kind of like a block. This is from WooCommerce. So it's a products block. It brings in whatever sort of products you want. And you can see I've chosen the default style and played around with all of these different options, like showing the different elements. You can show the title or the price, you can hide. So you can play around with it, see what you like. And I filtered by sales. So basically that's the trending or most popular products. And once you've made any changes, click on apply down here and update. And this is the overall structure of the page, but you can break it down into all of the different parts that are here. So you can see these are the individual columns at the top of the page. If you want to add something new, say for example, you wanted to add something above trending products, just click on this plus icon. And then again, you can bring in a template, you can import something, or you can create your new section with these elements. So for example, like a grid, and I can choose the layout of the grid from all of these different patterns, these different presets. And once I've found something that I like, I can click on apply. And then I can start adding new elements. So I could add a text element here, I could add an image, or maybe this could be my image. I could add some buttons. Really, this is just how any page builder works. And it's really quite seamless. So let me add a new one. Let me start by looking for, there it is, image. So they already have that preset for you. You can select the media, find yeah, that's the perfect one. Okay, awesome. And then let's say I want to add a text element here. I can search for text. So within the gallery items, I'm a bit more limited. I can add something like a banner, for example, and I could change how that banner looks. But I think I don't really like this at the moment. So then if you want to delete everything, you can click on the grid, click on the little gear icon, and click on delete. And it's gone. And by the way, if you want to save this as a template, you can click on that giant gear icon, and then I'll click on save as a template, and I'll go with Bows Home, as it's based on the Bows homepage. There are some main page options when you click on this big gear icon at the top. So you can see this is the title of the page and all of the page details. You can also change it to full width. Oh, this changes so much. Full width. Aha. Oh, wow. Okay, great. So let's talk about the header. So yesterday I was having some issues changing this text from light to dark, and I just figured out how to do it. It's in the template. So you can change it to full width, just full width, or full width with transparent header. Okay, so let's go and apply that, update, and let's fix this header so it actually looks good. So in order to fix that, we just need to go to the theme appearance, click on customize, and this is the theme customizer that you may be familiar with from other themes. So let's click on the header. We can click on we can find some presets here if we want, but I've already built my header in this way. So I'd rather go to the logo and site identity. And I'm going to change this image to the dark one. Okay, publish that. And the top bar, I don't need to worry about that. That's just this one up here. Now, here we go. So we want the header width is fine. The text color is going to be this one. Now, transparent header, this is what we need. So we're going to make the transparent header white, change the icon colors to black. Here we go. And that one, awesome. Now publish that. All right, so let's see how that looks on our site. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's awesome. I was trying to fix that for quite a while yesterday. So now let's take a look at some of the other options that this theme customizer allows us to do within WooCommerce. So we can update the product catalog in a lot of different ways. So this is the typical shop page, and there are quite a few different settings. First of all, we can update the overall layout. We can even change the list style to something more like this, or a different kind of grid layout. We can set things like the image sizes. We can even update how the title looks up the top here. So overall, there are just a lot of different options that we have, which you don't find in most themes unless they're dedicated specifically for WooCommerce. I'm not going to go through all of these now, but there's really a lot of different options that you have. And likewise, you have a lot of different options on an actual product page. So here's the layout that I chose earlier. You can see that this takes into account the images on the left rather than the images on the bottom. So if you just want some variety, I know this is how Amazon does it. And again, look at all these different options. So we have got lots of different layout options. We can, of course, enable and disable different things like the zoom on hover. We can actually disable that with this option here. And yeah, there's so many different options here, which I'm really happy with. So let's click on publish. So let's have a quick look at the account page. These are some of the options that we have. Not too many different options, but I think it looks really good already. Then if we go to the cart page, we can also update that. So these are the different layouts that we have for the carts. We have the simple layout, focused, and the default layout. We can also update this sidebar to be sticky. If there are lots of items in this cart, then this side will stay on the right-hand side. We can also allow the updates to happen automatically when quantities are changed. So if I click +1, it'll then update the cart total. We can even add step numbers if we want to, 1, 2, and 3, and we can change the text how it looks from uppercase to normal case. So yeah, some really nice options that we have there. So bottom line, I wouldn't be scared of this UX builder if you've never seen it before, because it does act in many ways similar to other page builders in case you've used those. But even if you haven't used page builders before, I would say it's fairly intuitive. Obviously, there's going to be plenty of tutorials online about how to use it. And it's pretty straightforward because every time you hover over something, you can just click on it and then you can see, oh, what's above it? Maybe this column. Now I'm editing the column. You can edit the column width like this. So it's all very simple and I would say intuitive to use. There's going to be some things that stump you at first. You might have to look into it for a while, but that's part of the process of learning how to develop websites. Like how I was literally recording this video and discovered the setting which helped me to fix the header issue I was having yesterday. My next test involves a few of our Barn2 plugins, specifically WooCommerce Product Table and WooCommerce Fast Cart. I've installed them on this website already, so let's see how they look and check their compatibility with Flatsome. All right, I just wanted to give you a quick preview of how our shop page looks without WooCommerce Product Table or WooCommerce Fast Cart activated. Now I'm going to go back to my website and I'm going to activate both of these plugins, refresh the shop page, and let's compare the difference. All right, so here WooCommerce Product Table has listed all of my products in this sort of nice table layout. We have the image, name, a summary. We could change this for a description, for example, stock, price, and this buy column. Now this buy column has a couple of options. First of all, you can select all products at once and you can clear them all. You can select them individually with these checkboxes, or you can use the add to cart buttons. You can choose whether or not you want both of these or just one or the other on your table. But either way, customers have many different ways that they can add products into their cart. And they can add, for example, 2 items at once using this button here. Now you can see here the cart updated from 1 to 3 items. And this little floating cart is added by WooCommerce Fast Cart, which can either pop up on the side here, or it can pop up as a light box in the whole center of the screen. Now you can see here I have the cart, and I can either keep shopping, or I can go directly to checkout. And the Fast Cart will replace the checkout if I want it to. So you can see here, we'll drop down the order summary, coupon option, and we have our subtotal. We can add all of our different details to make a payment and then place order. And you can see this is quite a seamless process. This does replace the checkout at the moment, but in the plugin settings, I can change how that looks. So I hope that I've shown you quite clearly how compatible Barn2 plugins are with the Flatsome theme, just with these 2 examples. I wanted to share with you the possible downsides of this theme, but honestly, it's been hard to find any. When comparing it to other WordPress themes though, it is fast, but not the very fastest. It ranked 4th among its competition in 2 independent speed tests that I researched for this video. And note that before purchasing, you can view it in a live demo, but there's no free trial as such, which is part of the reason why I'm making this video, so you can feel more informed before making a purchase. I honestly haven't found anything else during the making of this video that concerned me, so it seems like everything is working how it should be. I must say, I'm actually a pretty big fan of the Flatsome theme. It's inexpensive, fully featured, and it just works. If you're still on the fence about purchasing, I hope this video has provided you with some great perspective. Thanks again to Cloudways for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to give Cloudways a try using this link here, or check out this video to see how to set up a Cloudways autonomous server. And of course, thanks for watching.